Hello everyone, welcome back to Competitive Scholar channel, and today we are going to discuss about the MCQs of fundamental rights, which is one of the very important topic of Indian polity. To practice questions of other topics, you can refer to our Indian polity playlist. It's available in our channel. Now let's start today's session. So the first question is, the right to equality of opportunity in public employment is related to which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution? Option A, Article 16, option B, Article 17, option C, Article 21, option D, Article 22. And the answer is option A. Next, question number 2. Which part of the Constitution is described as the Magna Carta of India? Option A, Part 1, option B, Part 2, option C, Part 3, option D, Part 4. And the answer is C. Question number 3. A right to freedom comes under which article? A. Article 23 to 24, B. Article 12 to 18, C. Article 19 to 22, D. Article 18 to 26. And the answer is C. Question number 4. A right against exploitation comes under which article? A. Article 23 to 24, B. Article 12 to 18, C. Article 25 to 32, D. Article 18 to 26. And the answer is A. Question number 5. A right to equality is mentioned from which article to which article? A. 23 to 24, B. 14 to 18, C. 25 to 32, D. 18 to 26. And the answer is B. Question number 6. Who can impose appropriate restrictions on fundamental rights? A. President of India, B. Parliament, C. Supreme Court, D. Prime Minister. And the answer is B. Question number 7. How many fundamental rights are there in the Indian Constitution? A. 23, B. 36, C. 65, D. 6. And the answer is D. Question number 8. Fundamental rights are mentioned in Part 3 of the Indian Constitution from which article to which article? A. 23 to 24, B. 12 to 35, C. 25 to 32, D. 18 to 26. And the answer is B. Question number 9. The Supreme Court held that the rule of law as embodied in Article A. 15, B. 14, C. 13, D. 12. And the answer is B. Question number 10. Part 3 of the Constitution of India guarantees A. Citizenship, B. DPSP, C. Fundamental rights, D. Fundamental duties. And the answer is C. Question number 11. Which provision of the Constitution of India abolished untouchability and forbids its practice in any form? A. Article 14, B. Article 15, C. Article 16, D. Article 17. And the answer is D. Next, question number 12. Which of the acts and regulations cannot be declared unconstitutional by High Courts and Supreme Court? A. Acts and regulations concerning persons from scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. B. Acts and regulations concerning Parliament and its members. C. Acts and regulations enlisted in Schedule 7 of the Constitution. D. Acts and regulations enlisted in the Schedule 9 of the Constitution. Okay, guys, try by yourself. What will be the answer? And the answer is D. Next, question number 13. As part of the fundamental rights, the Constitution of India guarantees the right to A. Divorce, B. Travel, C. Equality, D. Marriage. And the answer is C. Question number 14. A right to freedom as under Article 19 is automatically suspended when a proclamation of emergency is made under which of the following grounds? A. Armed rebellion. B. Internal disturbance. C. Loss of election. D. War or external aggression. And the answer is D. Question number 15. A right to constitutional remedies comes under A. Fundamental rights. B. Legal rights. C. Constitutional rights. D. Natural rights. And the answer is A. Question number 16. Which among the following are the rights that grant individuals equality in every aspect, irrespective of race, color, caste, religion, birthplace, or gender? A. Fundamental rights. B. Legal rights. C. Constitutional rights. D. Natural rights. And the answer is A. Question number 17. Which of the following articles of the Constitution of India provides the right to education? A. Article 39A. B. Article 44. C. Article 12. D. Article 21A. And the answer is D. Question number 18. Which of the following is not an instance of an exercise of a fundamental right? A. Seeking employment of Bihari laborers in Punjab. B. Establishing mission school by Christian missionaries. C. Getting the same salary by men and women working on same position. D. Inheriting parental property by the children. And the answer is D. Question number 19. The Preventive Detention Act curtailed the A. Right to freedom. B. Right to equality. C. Right to constitutional remedies. D. Right to freedom of religion. And the answer is A. Question number 20. The Right to Education Act RTE was enacted in which year in India? A. 2000. B. 2015. C. 2012. D. 2009. And the answer is D. Next, question number 21. Which one of the following features has been wrongly listed as a feature of right to equality? A. It ensures equality in the matter of appointment to offices under the state. B. It abolishes all titles other than academic and military. C. It abolishes untouchability. D. It prohibits special treatment of any section of society, including the women and children, etc. And the answer is D. Question number 22. The six freedoms of the Indian citizens has been enshrined in A. Article 14 to 18, B. Article 14 to 35, C. Article 19, D. Article 21 to 26. And the answer is C. Next, question number 23. Which one of the following has been wrongly shown as freedom granted under the right to freedom? A. Freedom to assemble peacefully without arms. B. Freedom to profess, practice and propagate any religion. C. Freedom to reside and settle in any part of the country. D. Freedom of profession, occupation, trade or business. Answer is B. Question number 24. A right against exploitation seeks to protect the weaker sections of society by A. Prohibiting traffic in human beings and beggars. B. Prescribing minimum wages for the workers. C. Placing a ban on introduction of compulsory services by the state on the plea of public interest. D. None of the above. And the answer is A. Next, question number 25. The right to freedom of religion granted by the Indian Constitution implies that the Indian citizens A. Are free to have faith in a religion other than the state religion. B. Have to follow the religion of the state. C. Have the freedom to profess, practice or propagate a religion of their choice. D. Not having faith in some religion shall not be appointed to government offices. And the answer is C. Next one is right to freedom of religion means A. Religious instructions shall be provided in all government educational institutions. B. States shall encourage religious thinking and give preference to persons with religious bent of mind in matter of employment. C. All persons shall have right to establish institutions for religious and educational purposes. D. None of the above. And the answer is C. Question number 27. The Constitution grants cultural and educational rights with a view to A. Evolve a common national culture. B. Eradicate illiteracy from the country. C. To help the minorities conserve their culture. D. None of the above. And the answer is C. Question number 28. A right to cultural and educational right implies A. Provision of free and compulsory education up to high school. B. Special assistance to backward classes to educate them. C. Provision of religious and cultural instructions in schools run by the government or receiving aid out of government funds. D. Right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions of their choice. And the answer is D. Question number 29. According to which article there shall be a high court for each state? A. Right to equality. B. Right to freedom. C. Right to constitutional remedies. D. Right to freedom of religion. And the answer is C. Question number 30. The right to constitutional remedies means A. The right of the citizens to request the parliament to amend the constitution. B. The right of Indian citizens to mobilize public opinion in favor of some constitutional amendments. C. A right of citizens to disobey the constitution under certain circumstances. D. A right to move the courts for enforcement of fundamental rights granted by the constitution. And the answer is D. Question number 31. Which fundamental rights cannot be suspended even during an emergency? A. Right to speech. B. Right to religion. C. Right to equality. D. Right to life and personal liberty. And the answer is D. Question number 32. The fundamental rights of citizens are mentioned in which part of the Indian Constitution? A. Part 2. B. Part 3. C. Part 5. D. Part 4. And the answer is B. Question number 33. What is the main object of the fundamental rights of the Indian Constitution? A. Complete development of citizens. B. Promoting education. C. Economic growth. D. International relations. Answer is A. Question number 34. Which article of the Constitution lays down freedoms under right to freedom? A. Article 19. B. Article 20. C. Article 21. D. Article 22. And the answer is A. Question number 35. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution contain the right to religious freedom? Or the question can be framed like this. Which article defines all persons are equally entitled to freedom of conscience and the right to freely profess, practice and propagate religion? A. Article 15. B. Article 19. C. Article 25. D. Article 32. And the answer is C. Next, question number 36. Who is the custodian of fundamental rights? A. President of India. B. Parliament. C. Supreme Court. D. Prime Minister. And the answer is C. Question number 37. What is Article 21 related to? A. Right to equality. B. Right to life and personal liberty. C. Right to freedom of religion. D. Right to constitutional remedies. And the answer is B. Question number 38. Which of the following statements is incorrect about fundamental rights? A. Fundamental rights are justiciable. B. They are enforceable by the courts. C. Fundamental rights are absolute and cannot be restricted. D. They are available to both citizens and non-citizens. And the answer is C. Question number 39. Under which article one can directly approach Supreme Court for enforcement of fundamental rights? A. Article 32. B. Article 226. C. Article 21. D. Article 14. A is the answer. Question number 40. Which one of the following is a fundamental right? A. Right to property. B. Right to privacy. C. Right to strike, D. Right to education. And the answer is B. Question number 41. The Constitution of India guarantees the fundamental right to freedom of religion to all its citizens. Which among the following is not true for this right? A. Right to propagate religion. B. Right to convert to another religion. C. Right to practice any religion. D. Right to enforce religious practices on others. And the answer is D. Question number 42. Which age is specified for the prohibition of child employment in hazardous jobs under the right against exploitation? Option A 10 years, option B 12 years, option C 14 years, option D 16 years. And the answer is C. Question number 43. Fundamental rights are deprived inspiration from which country's constitution? A. Canada, B. USA, C. French, D. UK. And the answer is B. Question number 44. Which of the following is not specifically mentioned in Article 19 of the Constitution? A. Freedom of speech and expression. B. Freedom to assemble peacefully without arms. C. Freedom to move freely. D. Freedom of the press. And the answer is D. Question number 45. Which of the following has been related historically to the fundamental rights? A. Commonwealth of India Bill. B. Nehru Committee Report. C. Sapru Committee. D. All of the above. And the answer is D. Question number 46. Article 13 states that any law that takes away or abrogates any of the fundamental rights would be void. Which of the following Constitutional Amendment Act provided that restrictions imposed by Article 13 would not apply to the Constitution Amendment Act? A. 25th Amendment Act 1971. B. 24th Amendment Act 1971. C. 42nd Amendment Act 1976. D. None of the above. And the answer is C. Question number 47. A right to privacy is protected as an intrinsic part of right to life and personal liberty. Which of the following in the Constitution of India correctly and appropriately imply the above statement? A. Article 14 and the provisions under the 42nd Amendment to the Constitution. B. Article 17 and the directive principles of state policy in Part 4. C. Article 21 and the freedoms guaranteed in Part 3. Option D. Article 24 and the provisions under the 44th Amendment to the Constitution. And the answer is C. Question number 48. Which article of the Constitution explicitly clarifies that a policy like reservation in jobs will not be seen as a violation of the right to equality? A. Article 15 Part 4. B. Article 16 4. C. Article 14. D. Article 17. And the answer is B. Question number 49. Except the rights mentioned in Article 20 and 21, who has the power to suspend the enforcement of fundamental rights? A. President. B. Judiciary. C. Parliament. D. Union Government. And the answer is A. Question number 50. Which of the following freedoms is not provided under the right to freedom? A. Freedom of assembly. B. Freedom of conscience. C. Freedom of movement. D. Freedom of association. Answer is B. Question number 51. A right to information has been provided under which of the following fundamental rights? A. Freedom of association. B. Right to life. C. Freedom of speech and expression. D. Right to constitutional remedies. And the answer is C. Question number 52. Who is the final authority to decide the reasonableness of any restriction imposed on the freedoms given under Article 19? A. President. B. Judiciary. C. Parliament. D. Union Government. And the answer is B. Question number 53. As per Article 22, which of the following rights is not available to a person detained under punitive detention? A. He should be informed as soon as may be of the grounds for his arrest. B. He should be allowed to consult and to be defended by a legal practitioner of his choice. C. He can be retained in detention beyond 3 months without the advisory board approves it. D. He should be produced before the nearest magistrate within a period of 24 hours of such an arrest. And the answer is C. Question number 54. Human trafficking means a trade in which men and women are sold and purchased as material goods. Which of the following group of fundamental rights prohibits human trafficking? A. Right to equality. B. Right to freedom. C. Right against exploitation. D. Right to constitutional remedies. And the answer is C. Question number 55. During national emergency, which of the following rights cannot be suspended? A. Rights under Article 20 and 21. B. Rights to freedom of religion. C. Cultural and educational rights. D. Right to constitutional remedies. And the answer is A. Question number 56. Which doctrine was established to limit the amendment of fundamental rights? A. Doctrine of eclipse. B. Basic structure doctrine. C. Doctrine of severability. D. Doctrine of lapse. B is the answer. Question number 57. Which article of the Constitution prohibits the enactment of laws that take away or abridge fundamental rights? A. Article 13 2. B. Article 14. C. Article 21. D. Article 25. And the answer is A. Question number 58. What is prohibited under the right of freedom of religion? A. Forced conversion. B. Praying. C. Fasting. D. Going to a place of worship. A is the answer. Next, question number 59. Which article provides for cultural and educational rights? A. Articles 25 to 28. B. Articles 29 to 30. C. Articles 31 to 32. D. Articles 33-34. And the answer is B. Question number 60. Who can seek remedy under right to constitutional remedies? A. Only Indian citizens. B. Only government officials. C. Any individual. D. Only minorities. C is the answer. Question number 61. Which amendment led to the removal of the right to property from the list of fundamental rights? A. 42nd Amendment. B. 44th Amendment. C. 46th Amendment. D. 48th Amendment. And the answer is B. Question number 62. What is the maximum duration within which an arrested person must be produced before a magistrate? A. 24 hours. B. 48 hours. C. 72 hours. D. 96 hours. And the answer is A. Question number 63. Which article of the Indian Constitution prohibits employment of children in factories? A. Article 23. B. Article 24. C. Article 25. D. Article 26. And the answer is B. Question number 64. The Supreme Court has declared access to the internet a fundamental right under which article of the Indian Constitution? A. 19. B. 17. C. Article 21. D. Article 14. And the answer is A. Question number 65. Which one of the following is the correct meaning of the term state as defined in Article 12 of the Constitution of India? A. It refers only to the government of India. B. It refers only to the government of India and the Parliament of India. C. It refers only to the government of India, Parliament of India and governments and legislatures of his state. D. It refers to the government of India, Parliament of India, government and other authorities within the territory of India. And the answer is D. Question number 66. Which of the following articles of Indian Constitution deals with laws inconsistent with fundamental rights? A. Article 14, B. Article 13, C. Article 11, D. Article 12. And the answer is B. Question number 67. Article 14 of the Constitution ensures citizens of India having which right? A. Right against discrimination, right to privacy, right to get free and compulsory basic education, D. Equality. And the answer is D. Question number 68. Regarding the Article 15 of the Constitution of India, find the wrong answer. A. Article 15 is limited to citizens only. B. Article 15 Clause 1 and Clause 2 both are limited to discrimination on grounds of religion, place of birth, etc. C. Article 15 permits the state to make special provision for women and children. D. Article 15 also permits the state to make any special provisions for SC, ST and socially and economically backward classes of citizens. D is the answer. Question number 69. Article 17 of Indian Constitution deals with A. Education, B. Health, C. Abolition of untouchability, D. Food guarantee. C is the correct answer. Question number 70. Article 18 of the Indian Constitution guarantees the right to A. Equality, B. Freedom, C. Freedom of religion, D. Right to constitutional remedies. A is the correct answer. Question number 71. Article 19 of the Indian Constitution includes which of the following right? A. Right to constitutional remedies, B. Right against exploitation, C. Right to freedom of speech and expression, D. Right to freedom of religion. C is the correct answer. Question number 72. Which among the following not true about Article 19? A. Right to assemble peacefully and with arms. B. Right to form association or unions or cooperatives. C. Right to move freely throughout the territory of India. D. Right to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India. A is the correct answer. Question number 73. How many freedoms are guaranteed by Article 19, that is right to freedom? A. 3, B. 4, C. 5, D. 6. 6 is the correct answer. Question number 74. Fundamental rights under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution are conferred on A. Indian citizens, B. All persons living within Indian territory, C. Foreigners also, D. All of them. C is the correct answer. Question number 75. By which of the following clauses the right to freedom of movement is guaranteed to Indian citizens? A. Article 19(1)(c), B. Article 19(1)(b), C. Article 19(1)(a), D. Article 19(1)(d). And the answer is D. Question number 77. Article 20 of the Constitution of India deals with A. Abolition of titles, B. Protection in respect of conviction for offences, C. Continuance of the rights of citizenship, D. Promotion of cooperative societies. And the answer is B. Question number 78. Which of the following is mentioned in Article 21 of the Indian Constitution? Rule of law, due process of law, procedure established by law, equality before law. And the answer is C. Question number 79. Under Article 22 of the Constitution of India, with the exception of certain provisions stated therein, what is the maximum period for detention of a person under preventive detention? A. 2 months, B. 3 months, C. 4 months, D. 6 months. And the answer is B. Question number 80. Which one of the following is not a feature of the fundamental rights? A. These are available to all persons, citizens and non-citizens. B. These are in the nature of positive obligations under the state. C. Some of the rights are available only to the citizens. D. They are justiciable. And the answer is B. Question number 81. Who said that fundamental rights are the conscience of the Constitution? A. Dr. B. R. Ambedkar. B. Granville Austin. C. Jawaharlal Nehru. D. Rajendra Prasad. B is the answer. Question number 82. The right to make laws to give effect to certain specified fundamental rights rests with A. Union legislature. B. State legislature. C. Both union and state legislature. D. Union government. And the answer is A. Question number 83. Which of the following articles of Indian Constitution guarantees freedom of press? A. Article 16. B. Article 19. C. Article 22. D. Article 31. And the answer is B. Question number 84. A right to information, that is RTI Act, aims to A. Secure access to information from public authorities. B. Provide information to public by a person who has got the information. C. Provide information by government on public place. D. Secure information by police from culprits. And the answer is A. Question number 85. According to Indian Constitution, Art 23 deals with A. Protection of life and personal liberty. B. Prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor. C. Freedom to manage religious affairs. D. Protection in respect of conviction of offences. And the answer is B. Question number 86. Which article of the Indian Constitution defines every person who has detained must be produced before a magistrate within 24 hours of such arrest, excluding the travel time? Article 22, Article 22(1), Article 22(2), Article 22(2), Article 23. And the answer is C. Question number 87. Indian Constitution of which article provides safeguards against misuse of police powers regarding arrest and detention? 23, 24, 22, 25. And the answer is C. Question number 88. Article 24 of the Indian Constitution deals with the right to education, protection of life and personal liberty, prohibition of employment of children in factories, prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labors. And the answer is C. Question number 89. Article 24 of the Constitution of India prohibits the employment of child in factories related to hazardous works. Such prohibition is absolute prohibition, partial prohibition, reasonable prohibition, moral prohibition. And the answer is A. Question number 90. Under Article 26 of the Indian Constitution, subject to public order, morality and health, every religious denomination or any section thereof shall have the right to own and acquire movable and immovable property, to manage its own affairs in matters of religion, to establish and maintain institutions for religious and charitable purposes, all of the above. And the answer is D. Question number 91. Article 26 of the Indian Constitution deals with which of the following? Freedom as to payment of taxes for promotion of any particular religion, protection of interests of minorities, protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech, etc., freedom to manage religious affairs. And the answer is D. Question number 92. Article 27 deals with freedom to manage religious affairs, freedom from payment of taxes for promotion of religion, freedom for attending religious worships and gathering, freedom to convert someone to other religion with or without his will. And the answer is B. Question number 93. Which of the following amendment acts empowers the court to adjudge the reasonableness of a restriction imposed even on the right guaranteed by the Article 91A 1A of the Indian Constitution? First Amendment Act, Second Amendment Act, Third Amendment Act, Fourth Amendment Act. And the answer is A. Question number 94. Clause 1b of Article 19 of the Indian Constitution guarantees the freedom of citizens to meet with each other in any number provided the assembly is peaceable, unarmed, large, both A and B. Answer is D. Question number 95. Article 23 of the Indian Constitution is about accused immunity from being compelled to be a witness against himself. This clause gives protection to a person accused of one offense, against compulsion to be a witness, against himself, all of them. And the answer is D. Question number 96. Which of the following is or are unessential ingredients of the subclause 3 of Article 20 of the Indian Constitution? Compulsion, confession, prohibition, both A and B. And the answer is A. Next, move to the question. Question number 97. The protection of the Article 21 extends to which of the following? Citizens, all persons, foreigners, persons under imprisonment. And the answer is B. Question number 98. Labor or service exacted by government or a person in power without giving remuneration for it is termed as forced labor, beggar, unemployed, none of them. B is the correct answer. Question number 99. Under Article 26 of the Indian Constitution, subject to public order, morality and health, every religious denomination or any section thereof shall have the right to establish and maintain institutions for religious and charitable purpose, to manage its own affairs in matters of religion, to own and acquire movable and immovable property, all of them. D is the correct answer. Now is the time for question number 100. Freedom as to attendance at religious instruction or religious worship in certain educational institutions is the essence of which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution? Article 27, Article 27 of clause 1, Article 28, Article 26. C is the correct answer. Question number 101. Articles 29 to 30 of the Indian Constitution confers which of the following distinct rights? A. A right of any section of citizens to conserve its own language, script or culture. B. A right to all religious or linguistic minorities to establish and administer educational institutions of their choice. A right of an educational institution not to be discriminated against in the matter of state aid on the ground that it is under management of a minority. D. All of them. D is the correct answer. Next, in which of the following states of India is Article 31 of the Indian Constitution applicable even after its depletion by the 44th Amendment Act? A. Jammu and Kashmir. B. Himachal Pradesh. C. Sikkim. D. Arunachal Pradesh. Answer is A. Question number 103. Subclause 1A of Article 31A of the Indian Constitution applies in which of the following contingencies? A. Acquisition of an estate. B. Extinguishment of rights in an estate. C. Modification of rights in an estate. D. All of them. And the answer is D. Question number 104. The Supreme Court shall have power to issue directions or orders or writs according to right to constitutional remedies. Which of the following writs can be issued by the Supreme Court for the enforcement of any of the fundamental rights? Habeas corpus, mandamus, quo warranto, all of them. And the answer is D. Question number 105. In which of the following situation the Supreme Court will not interfere under Article 32 of the Indian Constitution? A. No question other than relating to a fundamental right will be determined in a proceeding under Article 32 of the Indian Constitution. B. If the validity of other provisions of the statute is challenged on the grounds other than the contravention of fundamental rights, the court would not entertain that challenge in a proceeding under Article 32 of the Indian Constitution. C. The court will not interfere with the finding of fact where it was based on just and reasonable satisfaction and was not perverted. D. All of them. And the answer is D. Question number 106. Which among the following articles is for protection of interests of minorities? A. Article 30. B. Article 26. D. Article 27. D. Article 29. D is the correct answer. Question number 107. Article 29 of the Constitution of India grants which of the following rights? A. Protection in respect of convention for offences. B. Prohibition of trafficking of human beings. C. Protection of interests of minorities. D. Prohibition of taxes on religious grounds. Answer C. Question number 108. Which one of the following statements about the provisions of the Constitution of India is correct? A. Minorities can establish and administer educational institutions of their choice. B. Only linguistic, ethnic and religious minorities find mention under Article 30. C. Every religious denomination has unfettered right to establish and maintain institutions for religious and charitable purposes. D. An educational institution established by a religious minority loses its minority status on receiving financial aid from the government. And the answer is A. Next, 109. Which among the following is incorrect about protection of life and personal liberty? A. Right to freedom from noise pollution. B. Right to appropriate life insurance policy. C. Right to social security and protection of the family. D. Right to form associations or unions or cooperative societies. The answer is D. Next, 110. The right to property was removed from the list of fundamental rights during whose regime? Morarji Desai government, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government, Indira Gandhi government, Nehru government. Answer is A. Question number 111. In 1931, the INC at its Karachi session presided over by Sardar Patel had adopted a resolution on the preamble, the fundamental rights, the DPSP, the fundamental duties. B is the correct answer. Question number 112. Which of the following is not a ground of discrimination prohibited by Article 15 of the Indian Constitution? Religion, race, caste, income. D is the correct answer. Question number 113. Which of the following is not a fundamental right protected by Article 15 of the Indian Constitution? Right to equality, right to freedom of speech, right to freedom of religion, right against discrimination. B is the correct answer. Question number 114. What is the scope of Article 15 of the Indian Constitution? It applies to citizens only. It applies to citizens and non-citizens. It applies to citizens and the state. It applies to citizens, the state and non-citizens. Answer is A. Question number 115. What is the significance of Article 15 of the Indian Constitution? It ensures the rights of minority groups. It ensures the rights of women. It ensures the rights of all citizens to be treated equally by the state. It ensures the rights of the economically weaker sections of society. C is the correct answer. Question number 116. What is the relation between Article 15 and 16 of the Indian Constitution? Article 15 is a continuation of Article 16. Article 16 is a continuation of Article 15. Both articles deals with similar issues but have different provisions. Both articles are completely unrelated. C is the correct answer. Question number 117. Which of the following is a provision made by the state to give effect to the prohibition of discrimination under Article 15 of the Indian Constitution? Reservation of seats in educational institutions for certain groups, prohibition of certain practices, positive discrimination, all of the above. D is the correct answer. Question number 118. Article 15(6) provides making of special provision for women and children. socially and educationally backward classes, economically weaker section, linguistic minorities. C is the correct answer. Question number 119. Article 15(4) was added by which constitutional amendment? Constitution First Amendment Act, that is 1951, Constitution 93rd Amendment Act 2005, Constitution 103rd Amendment Act 2019, Constitution 81st Amendment Act 2009. A is the correct answer. Question number 120. What is the exception of Article 15 of Clause 6? And the answer is A, that is Article 31. Question number 121. Under Article 15, no citizen shall be restricted to the use of public resort maintained. C is the correct answer. Question number 122. Article 15(6) is added by which constitutional amendment? And the answer is C. Question number 123. What is the maximum percentage of reservation available for economically weaker sections under Article 15 of Clause 6? 18, 9, 10, 19. Answer is C. Question number 124. Prohibition of discrimination under Article 15 is a fundamental right classifiable under right to equality, right against exploitation, right to religion, right to freedom. A is the correct answer. 125. Which of the following provides for complete equality of men and women in India? Article 14 and 15, 5th Schedule, India Independence Act, Article 25. The correct answer is A. Question number 126. Which one of the following was added as a fundamental duty through the Constitution 86th Amendment Act 2002? To strive towards excellence in individual and collective activity, to educate one's child between the age of 6 to 14 years, to you work for the welfare of women and children, to promote peace and harmony. B is the correct answer. Question number 127. Test of reasonableness is a very important consequence under the following articles. What is that article? 13, 14, 15 or 16? 14 is the correct answer. Question number 128. A right to vote and to be elected in India is a fundamental right, natural right, constitutional right or legal right? C is the correct answer. Question number 129. Which one of the following is a non-justiciable right? A right to adequate livelihood, right against exploitation, a right of accused, a right to equality? A is the correct answer. This is the last question. The right to property, that is Article 31, was deleted from the list of fundamental rights by the 44th Amendment Act 1978, 42nd Amendment Act 1976, 43rd Amendment Act 1977, 45th Amendment Act 1980. A is the correct answer. So thank you everyone for watching our video and keep studying. If you have any query or suggestion, you can please tell us in the comment section. We will appreciate it. Thank you.